The Tesla strategy has been the same from the beginning, which is to start out initially with a car that was expensive but low volume. It's the only car we could have really made, and that was the Roadster sports car. And then step two was a car that was sort of mid-price, mid-volume, and that's the Model S. And the Model X also fits into that category. And then our third generation car would be low price, high volume. And the reason for that strategy is that in order to make any technology mass market, it takes time. You've got to go through major design iterations. And you think of like the first cell phones that existed, like the one in the first Wall Street movie where the guy's walking down the beach with a giant brick on his, of a cell phone. And those things were really expensive and didn't have much functionality. But now anyone can afford a cell phone that's basically a supercomputer. You've got to go through major design iterations to achieve that, and that's what we're trying to get there as quickly as possible with 3 major iterations. You also need economies of scale, so you've got to have much bigger factories. In order to afford those bigger factories, you've got to raise a ton of money, and people will only give you money if you've shown some prior success. Otherwise, they don't believe you. Yeah. I just think that that it's important that we accelerate the advent of sustainable transport, that electric cars happen sooner than they would otherwise occur. And I think the fundamental good of Tesla will be measured by to what degree did we accelerate the advent of electric vehicles. And I'm hopeful that in the end, people might say, well, probably by 10 years. That would be a really great success, but maybe at least by 5.